Hi everybody, this is a tutorial to use our new eAdmissions, our Veritas student enrollment portal. First we are going to start by typing in veritas.cr and you should be able to go to our website. Once you're at the Veritas website, you will find under International Programs our Center for International Programs. That's our home page for you to find all of the information that you need as far as courses in intensive Spanish, integrated studies, electives, short-term programs, and all of the information for Center of International Programs. Right here, this is our own home at CIP, and you can go all the way below and you'll find 4 columns. When you're at these 4 columns, you can check for the eAdmission Partners login. All you have to do is click here and you will go into the eAdmissions Partner login portal. We're going to use a fake user and password in order to go in. We have 911, which is one of our test users and password IDs. And once you're in, you're going to be able to see 4 windows. The first window that says groups, that dashboard tells you how to enroll students, create groups, and helps you manage their courses and other services that you will be needing for your students. The outstanding balance window is the one that shows you any pending invoices that you might have. You'll be able to view your invoices right here. The news window on the bottom left will give you information of what's going on, any announcements or deadlines that we want to let you know about right here. And the payments window is mainly for your finance office or your accounting office in order for them to let us know if they have made a transfer to pay specific invoices. And this is where we will let you know if it's already been accredited or if it's pending approval, any of the transfers that you make. In order to start enrolling your groups, you must create a new group. Right over here you can see we have several groups. These groups already have students. You can see this group has 2 students. Sometimes a group might be 1 student. This depends if you want invoices that have a group of students or an invoice per student system. You can choose what you want. Let's start by creating a new group. Let's say you want to enroll some students for spring 2012. The group name is important because this gives us more information about what kind of students are coming. If they're coming only for intensive January Spanish courses, or if they're coming for 12-week semester program or the 16-week semester program. In case of a summer group, you can let us know if they're coming for the intensive June Spanish session only, or if it's actually one of the 5-week health track summer programs. Give us information through the group name because that allows us to make things easier. Right here we're going to enter a student that's only going to be staying for 4 weeks. So we're going to pretend that this group is going to be 1 invoice per student group. So the student is intensive February and that's going to be the name of our group. You can see that we have already created the group, and we're going to make this a one student invoice group. We already know the students coming during spring, and through the group name you have helped us by saying that they're coming for the intensive February Spanish course. Now we add a student. This is where you will put all of the basic information that we need in order to enroll the student. There are certain items that definitely need to be filled in, or the eAdmissions portal won't save all of the information. It will let you know. Make sure you choose the nationality. Please find out the student's passport. Give us a permanent address for the student. All of the items that have an asterisk will let you know that these are required items. Please write in the email for the student. Give us contact information, whether it's a parent, your own telephone number, somebody that we can contact in case of an emergency. Will the student be needing homestay? If yes, please let us know from which day until which day the student will be staying with their homestay. Usually you need their flight itinerary to know when they will be arriving in Costa Rica. And when they will be leaving. With their itinerary, you will know if the student, actually this is a February student, so let's change this to February, and the ending date. This lets us know how long the student will be staying with the family, and this automatically creates an invoice. Automatically, you will notice that the student has been admitted into the eAdmissions portal. It will take around 3 working days before the registrar assigns the student a placement test user. This is important so the student can take the Moodle placement exam. Once the registrar has assigned a placement test user ID for the student, you can go ahead and send the students their login credentials. When you send the login credentials, the student will receive a message at the email that you gave us. I have a sample message right here so that you can see what the student will read. It will welcome them to the Veritas program and give them their user ID and the password in order to take the placement test. Also, we will send them attached a manual so that they know how to go into the Moodle portal through our website to take the placement exam. This manual tells them step by step how to go into the portal, check where the placement test is, sign in, and start taking the placement exam. It's pretty easy to use. Once the student has taken the Moodle placement exam, they will be assigned a level. You can go into the student and either revise any of the information, the basic information that you just filled in for the application, or try and do course selection. Since this student has not been assigned a placement test user yet, it won't let you enroll any of the courses. But let's say you already know that Carlos Alvarado is a basic Spanish student. He's going to start from SPN 101. So all you have to do, if you already know he's a basic 1 student, is set the level to a basic level right here. Once you have set him as a basic level here, you will be able to enroll Carlos in any of the courses that don't require any previous Spanish knowledge. That's when you can go into course selection and choose courses for Carlos Alvarado. Once you've chosen all of the courses for Carlos, you can go ahead and give us homestay information. This will let us know about Carlos's habits, whether he is able to sleep normally, his level of communication with his host family, his interpersonal style, his daily routine, if he likes children, allergic to pets, is non-smoker, and objects living with smoker. We're inventing all of this info for Carlos. Any allergies to animals? Yes, very allergic. All of this information helps us when selecting a family. Save all of the information of the homestay data so that we can actually choose a right family for Carlos. Once you have Carlos' arrival information, you can also give us that. This is where you will write in where he's coming from, his last flight, the day, the time, the airline, and the flight arrival number. Since Carlos is only going to be staying during February, he will be taking intensive February Spanish course. Come to the intensive Spanish language courses, and you will have an option of all of the levels, beginning by Carlos's level. Since Carlos is Basic 1, make sure you enroll him for the right level. You have a choice of all of the Spanish offerings during spring, so make sure you choose the right month that he will be taking Spanish. Add the course to his enrollment, and you will be able to see him enrolled in Basic 1 for February and any associated charges of materials and books that he has for the course. At any time, you can go ahead and see what your invoice balance is by just going into a group and checking on the left corner up here, and you'll be able to see what has been charged for this particular student. Or you can also go to Proform Invoice here and see each detail charge that has been applied for this particular student. This student has already a homestay fee that was calculated per diem according to how many days the student will be staying at the homestay. This is calculated by the dates that you wrote in according to the student's itinerary. Registration and transportation service. No courses have been added yet, so that's why there's no courses in the invoice. Also, once you're done with a group and you're ready for a group payment, if you want to pay an invoice ahead of time because you already know that this is all that this student is going to be taking, you already checked the invoice and you're ready to make a payment, you can confirm the group and automatically it will go back to the outstanding balance on the right-hand corner. You can still view the invoice right there and see all of the details of the invoice. And you can view each one of your invoices that's within your outstanding balance. Once your accounting office or yourself has made a payment, you can register the transaction by adding the new payment information. Here you can see a payment that has been made. It's paying invoice 1020 and the confirmation number is 2654 and it's pending approval. This means that we probably have not yet seen the funds in our bank, and that's why it's pending approval. When the finance office sees that the money has come into an account, automatically this will be credited and the invoice will disappear from the outstanding balance. To add payment information for one of the invoices, you go in here and you'll be able to tell us which bank or payment agency you're making payment through. That's because sometimes we receive payments and we don't recognize the name of who's making the payment. With eAdmissions, we'll be able to track it a lot easier. Please write in the confirmation number of your transaction, the date in which you made it, and let us know the total amount that you're paying per invoice and which invoice you're going to be paying. You have the information for our bank transfers right over here. And then once that payment has been accredited, it will automatically show it right here and it will go away from your outstanding balance. Pretty easy, isn't it? So this is our eAdmissions portal. We really do hope you have fun. It's pretty user-friendly, but if you have any questions, feel free to send us an email and ask anything you want to ask. Also, if you want some of your staff or other study abroad advisors to have a user pass for the eAdmissions, just let us know and we'll create one for them, and they'll be able to also manage groups and enroll students. Hope you have fun with the eAdmissions portal at Veritas.